Here with Emmit Bohle. Emmit, you know, there's been a lot of rotation and kind of like the offensive line, first team, second team. Are you guys a lot sliding down the line? What has that been like in terms of like adjustment and stuff?
It's been good to really kind of get to play multiple positions, get to play next to different guys, kind of feel it out. Getting to play next to other guys shows you a little thing about different guys, you can improve your technique, how they like to work their technique. So it really works your overall game, and everyone's overall game improves it all.
Awesome. There have been quite a number of explosive plays when it comes to like the running backs and getting into the open field. How have you guys kind of like expanded that so that's able to do that? You know, there was a couple rough days at first.
Yeah, we're just trying to do our job, trying to get on the same page, get everyone on the same page, trying to figure out where the ball's supposed to hit, and trying to really figure out and master the scheme so we can hit those big run plays.
For an O-lineman, like I said, who's been going through a lot of change, where do you feel like you guys are at, you know, in terms of like 2 weeks away from your first game?
It feels like we're at least 2 weeks away. We got a lot to improve on. We're kind of slowly catching up on things, improving little things here and there, but we still got a lot of work to do.
When you guys, I was just talking to Messiah, and you guys' relationships in terms of tackles with the tight ends, how has that relationship grown, and is that something that needs to keep growing, or you like where it's at?
I think we can always keep growing. We don't get a whole lot of work with the tight ends being a part of the O-line, but we're starting to work some here and there. So I think our relationships are growing, but we can connect a little bit better, I think.
I was already talking about the offensive line chemistry, and just, you know, a couple weeks ago, there seems like there's guys some banged up. There's also some moving pieces trying to get the versatility going. How do you think the overall rapport process is going along?
I think we've been doing good. I think we've been connecting more, kind of feeling out each other's differences, and really grooving as a group of five.
How do you feel like your personal game is kind of developed and grown over the course of coming off the spring ball into fall camp?
I think it's been really good playing for Coach T, playing under Coach T, seeing taking his advice on everything, kind of improving my technique, gaining some weight, improving some strength. I think it's overall been really good.
Speaking of Coach Bohle, what are some of the things that will kind of jump out to you about how he is a leader of this group and developing your guys' games?
I think he's a really good leader. Not only is he improving us on the field, but also off the field, being better men. But he wants us to be really physical, and that's what we need to be. So a lot of technique, a lot of physicality, and then just meshing as a unit.
Going back to last season, you know, having the experience that you did in your first year in Tempe, what were some of the most valuable lessons that you were able to take away and put forward 2023?
Just a little bit of everything, you know. Getting in game time, seeing everything, kind of seeing a bunch of different teams, a bunch of everything, and then just kind of playing as a unit is what it really comes down to. Figuring out the scheme and being on the same page as the other four guys that are on the field.
What are some of the biggest program culture differences you've seen going from last season now to first 8-9 months under Dilly here?
I'd say it's a lot more group-based, a lot more family and cultural activities. So we're trying to become a team, become a family, and then use that as motivation to push each other harder on the field and just become the best team we can be.
A couple weeks out till the opener against Southern Utah, what are some of the things that you feel the offensive line need to do over that span to make sure you guys are ready for the game?
We still got to improve physicality. Got a lot of technique we can improve on too. We need to mesh better as a unit. We need 5 guys to play strong up front, at least 5, and then I think once we come to connect as a unit, it'll kind of take off from there.
What's a successful 2023 look like for you?
A lot of wins.